Minigun from 15 to 104. What? Are we getting above? Hell yeah. I like that. Wait, what? I was expecting a nerf or something. We're getting a bashing minigun buff. Damn, that is crazy. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the new balancing patch Bethesda just dropped right now. So this is going to be very interesting. Last patch from Bethesda, like balancing and perk changes and stuff, it was really nice. So I'm excited to see what we have over here. I know there's gonna be like some weapon damage change and some perk change. I already said that. The perk change can be a little bit too much for new and casual player. I'm pretty sure not everybody would like it, but let's see. Last change, it was like really nice, to be honest. They made like lots of perk card like easy to manage and accessible for multiple weapon, which is very interesting. So I hope we see more perk card like that, but I don't know what to expect. Let's just look. Okay, so combat balance note, manual aim improvement. Okay, that's good. Like manual aim already is really nice. There are weapons like you can do crazy amount of damage with just like aiming with the last change, and now they even buffing that. I'm down for it. I like it. So let's see what we have. We've made changes to all ranged weapon. That's interesting, to improve player ability to hit target outside of that. I like that. Those changes vary per weapon and include smaller cone of fire, reduce recoil, additional shot can be fired before reaching peak recoil. Cone of fire now increases less as a result of moving. Okay. Reduced cone of fire while crouching, sneaking. That's nice. That's nice for commando and stuff. Reduced cone of fire while aiming downside. Spin up weapons such as the minigun and the Gatling laser now have reduced recoil after firing for a short period of time. I was kind of excited. I thought they say now they don't have that spin up or something like that. I hate that spin up thing. That change. Player can no longer target body part on the opponent side of enemies, such as the ultra genetic shield generator at the front of the guardian. Wait a minute. Oh wow, that's a crazy change. In that you cannot target like body part, especially the ultra genetic generator for the Eano 6 guardian. So with ranged weapon like Gatling plasma and other type of weapon, you cannot target the generator anymore. So the only way you can take out the guardian shield, either by reflecting your damage to the guardian or just by killing it with a minigun shredder or something, the method that I have. Okay, that's very interesting. Minigun from 15 to 104. What? Are we getting above? Hell yeah. I like that. Wait, what? I was expecting a nerf or something. We're getting a bashing minigun buff. Damn, that is crazy. The bashing minigun will just be like that. That's a lot. That's like from 15 to 104. Did they make a mistake, or like are they serious or something? Hopefully it's not a joke, but I like it. I like it. I want to see how strong it is now. I was like really expecting a nerf, but we're getting above. Bash damage now scale with weapon levels, so the value below are for the weapon's maximum level. Perk change, beautiful. This is I want to see as well. What is the perk change? Heavy gunner perk are now being balanced with perk that focus on spending ammo. Okay, I don't wanna read everything. Let's just read the perk changes. Slugger. Okay, we're getting a slugger change. Slugger rank 10% melee damage. This is the same. I mean, it was like 10. Slugger was like 10%. Oh, now it's melee damage. It's not okay. And it's no, okay. So it is different. Okay, so before the slugger perk was like 10% to two-handed melee damage, right? All of your two-handed melee weapon was getting like this buff over here, but now it's different. Now it's not two-handed melee weapon, it's any melee damage, like any like two-handed, one-handed, like any type of melee, but the enemy gotta be crippled. So we get some like limp crippling type of thing, like buffs again. So okay, they kind of focus on this. That is nice. So the nice thing, the good and the bad thing about this, the bad thing, the enemy, if the enemy is not crippled, you're not doing the damage. But the good thing, this works with any weapon, any melee weapon. That was something really stupid in the past. It was like melee weapon, slugger for melee weapon, and then another perk, there's gladiator for one-handed melee weapon and slugger for two-handed melee weapon. I was like, melee weapon is melee weapon, just like make all of them the same. So this is a nice change that it's not only for two-handed melee weapon. Slugger Expert, new name, Kneecapper. Point 2 rank 1 blunt melee weapon, deal 100% limb damage. Oh, okay. They kind of focus on limb damage and crippling and stuff. Slugger Master, new name, heavy hitter. Point 3 rank 1 blunt melee weapon, deal 50% power attack damage. Okay, that is nice. Gladiator, this is the other perk that I said. New name, Wound Salter. Rank 1, 10% damage against bleeding enemy. They are kind of focused on bleeding as well on this patch. I have seen a couple of bleeding change and stuff. Okay, that's interesting. That makes, there are some bleeding like weapon that does bleed damage. They are really horrible. For example, like the Reaper thing, you know, the Reaper weapon, I forgot the name. So maybe they are gonna be good after this. Rank 2, 20%, rank 3, 30%. Gladiator Expert, new name, Meat Mindset. Mindset, what does that even mean? Point 2 rank 1 bladed melee weapon, gain 20% swing speed. Okay, that's interesting. Gladiator Master, new name, Bloodluster. Point 3 rank 1, your bleed effect have 35% more damage and 25% less duration. Okay. Iron Fist, rank 1, your fist weapon deal more damage based on your damage resistance. If you have 1000 damage resistance, then you do 1000 damage per hit on your fist, then that's gonna be interesting and different. But I'm pretty sure it's not like that. It's like if you have 1000 resistance, maybe you're gonna do 10% more damage or something. It's not like exactly saying how, like based on your resistance. Is it like 1-to-1? If it's like that, then this perk is interesting and good. I like it. Heavy Gunner, new name, Drum Corps. Rank 1, gain 1 stack of Bullet Storm for... Wait, what? One stack, we getting a different stack. Note, on Bulletstorm, the perk Drum Corps grant the ability to gain a stacking buff. We're getting a new stacking buff based on your ammo spend. This buff increased on the damage you deal, and other perk can add additional effect. You can have up to 10 stack of Bulletstorm and they last until you change weapon or reload. Wow, that is amazing for a weapon like Gatling Plasma. You basically have 500 ammo there, so after, I'm assuming after 10 shot you get 10 stack, and then that's it. For the rest of the 500 you have like 10 stack, and you can't stop between them. You won't lose it as long as you don't reload or change weapon. This is really, I think this is really good. This is really good. Now we have 3 different stacking buff. Okay, that's interesting. Rank 1, gain 1 stack of Bulletstorm for every 50 ammo. Oh no, it's every 50 ammo you spend, not 1 ammo. Okay, so that's gonna change the thing, that everything we said. Every 15 ammo is a lot. Up to 10 stack, each stack increased damage by 3%. Each stack increased damage by 3%. Okay, this can be good for the Gatling Plasma, but for one-shot weapon is not very interesting. Reset when you reload your weapon. Then rank 2 is 6% damage. Rank 3 is 9% damage. Yep, it is actually good. If you have rank 3, 9% damage, that is actually good. Even if you get 1 stack, that is 9% freaking damage. That is actually really good. On the Gatling Plasma, you can easily get like to 4 stack to have like the full benefit of at least like 4 or 5 stack, right? So that is actually really, really good. This perk card is super good. Heavy Gunner Expert, new name, Tightly Wound. Point 2, rank 1, weapon spin up faster. This is really good for the Gatling Plasma. I love this change. Heavy Gunner Master, new name, Bringing the Big Guns. Point 3, rank 1, your Bulletstorm stack limit is double. Wow, this is amazing. So the 10, it will become 20. You basically need 1000. You need 1000 ammo to get the full stack. So mini, like quad minigun or quad like Gatling Plasma or something will work. That's kind of a buff to quad. That could be crazy, because if you get 20 stack and 9% damage for each stack, that is 180% damage, right? So that could be better than Furious for Gatling Plasma. You have higher ammo capacity, so you do more DPS and your damage is gonna be higher. So quad is actually like, it can be really, really good with this change. Quad can be really good. 180% buff is just crazy. There are a bunch of other perk and stuff changed. I'm not gonna read all of them. There is a lot of stuff. The video right now is 15 minutes. I'll make sure I'll cut it down to be like at least 20 minutes or something. I'll put the link in the description. Go read everything yourself. There is a lot. This is a big patch note. The changes, out of like all of those changes, the one I'm very interested about it is the minigun change. The bashing minigun gets like a buff. That's kind of very surprising and I like it. I want to see like what will happen to that. The damage will be crazy. And then the quad buff is really nice as well. It's not an actual like quad buff directly. It's a new stack, the storm, whatever was it, I forgot the name. You cannot get the full stack. You get max 10 stack, and there's a perk card that double that, so max 20 stack, and like you need a quad weapon to get that stack, and it either has to be like Gatling laser, Gatling plasma, or minigun, something like that. So basically a quad buff, and the buff is crazy because it's 180% damage. We're gonna test all this out when the PTS like went live, and then we'll see how good they are. Let me know what you think down in the comment. If you have any question, let me know what you think about this patch note down in the comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.